Greg. I'm glad to have you on the show because housing is in huge need right now. I mean, we are in a housing crisis, okay? There's not enough apartments. There's not enough places for, up and coming doctors, professionals, different people to move into in places like Woonsocket. And now you're looking to change that. And I wanted to talk with you today about that and your project.
Yeah. So my plan, my goal, my vision is 33 apartments for the Sacred Heart Church. Yeah, this church consolidated 4 years ago, like Emilio said, because of declining parishionership. So this is one of many, unfortunately, vacant churches that are going to be coming on the scene. And what do we do with them? What do we do with a vacant church? I can tell you what you can't do with it. You can't have a restaurant. You can't have a bar. You can't have a live performance. You can't do tattoos. You can't do anything because the diocese has a restriction on the deed that carries with the land forever, pretty much. So what can you do? Are apartments or condos. Really, that's it in a nutshell. So that's what I want to do in Woonsocket is 33 higher scale apartments. And these are going to be townhouse style apartments inside of a beautiful church. These are going to be spectacular. Never seen nothing like this. No. So last night, Emilio joined. I presented to the Woonsocket City Council in hopes of receiving a tax stabilization agreement. And I was hoping that it would be more well received, but it seemed to be a mixed bag of opinions, more of a coin flip, some for it, some vocally against it. And today I just want to say that I was shocked by this. The mayor was there supporting the project, which was great, but I was hoping for more of a gung-ho approach because like I said, churches, they're going to be vacant. They are vacant. And this is revitalizing a part of Fairmount that has never seen this type of investment since the mills were built back when Abraham Lincoln was in office. So that's what we're talking about.
What was the resistance?
So the resistance was that you're not creating jobs, Mr. Reich, you're only creating apartments. And when we give tax treaties, we want jobs to be created. And Emilio's point is what to that?
Well, so my point is, Greg, we've got a couple things going on. So we have Landmark Medical Center right down the road from there, which it has a shortage of nurses, doctors, high-paying jobs. I mean, and I think it's a couple of reasons. Number one, there's really no place for them to live right now in Woonsocket, okay? They're not yet able to purchase homes because they have that heavy student loan debt, but they don't want to live in maybe a traditional 3-unit tenement building that is from 1890. Right. They want something that's newer, nicer, secure, and well taken care of. Because at the end of the day, after working long, crazy hours, they want to go home and rest and they want to feel secure in their home.
You need people living somewhere before they can start working somewhere. So that's my approach is that you bring these higher paying folks into the city and then they start to look for employment or switch employment. They invest in local businesses, et cetera. So you can't put the cart before the horse. You can't say, oh, we're creating jobs because then they have to commute to Providence to live in a similar style unit. Yeah. So we're doing that in Pawtucket as well. You need to bring the beds and then the jobs follow.
If anything, when you start bringing higher end type of properties in like this, you saw what happened to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right? You see what happens to parts of Boston. All of a sudden, maybe, 10 years from now, maybe Starbucks will be in Fairmount. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, that's far-fetched, but you have to, build up the communities that have been taken down by poverty by bringing, the right type of mix in. We need diversity. Everybody always talks about diversity. I am 100% for diversity. Okay. Yeah. But you can't forget the other end of the spectrum.
Right.
You need money pouring into the economy to keep the wheel turning.
So this is not low income housing. This is the opposite. This is high income housing. That's what it is. And we need a shot of gasoline because most tenants in Woonsocket, maybe they're making $30,000 a year. They don't have disposable income. They don't have the ability to support local businesses, even though they probably want to.